A teacher situation. Wow, that leaf blower. I'm very annoyed about it. I'm very annoyed. You gotta blow leaves now?
3, 2, 1, throw.
What's up, everybody? My name is Nick Murphy. I'm one half of the Brothers Murph. Blessed. That's not a blessing. And this is Metagame Minute. I forgot what I was doing because I decided to throw a joke that didn't work in the middle of it. What's up, everybody? How y'all doing? This is Metagame Minute. Metagame Minute is a weekly segment where Mike or I talk about anything we want to talk about in gaming. And today we want to talk about you. And I guess me and Mike a little bit, but nonetheless, you. Every year, we've done this every year since we've been around on the YouTube verse here. But every year, this will be the third one, we've done kind of a who are you Metagame Minute, which is basically just a way for everyone to kind of introduce themselves. We'd like to know our audience as well as we can. There is over 15,100 of you as of the last time I checked the sub count of when we recorded this. And so that's really, really cool. And it's grown a lot. We've grown a lot last year, which is super cool. And basically, we like to have everyone kind of introduce themselves down in the comments if you are comfortable. And again, this is only if you are comfortable. We kind of always tell everyone a little bit about us, and then kind of just want to hear a little bit about you, especially on YouTube. On Twitch, where we live stream on Twitch all the time. If you haven't checked us out on Twitch, please check us out, because one of the best things about Twitch is we really get to learn and get to know our audience, because we can actually talk with them back and forth. It's like, hey, what's up? Oh, you're good, cool. We can literally just have a conversation through the interweb. But on YouTube, we can't really do that. You can kind of talk to people through the comments, but not really. And so we'd like to kind of figure out who everyone is. And a lot of times you see the same name in the comments, and it's pretty cool to get to know everybody. So that's what this Metagame Minute is about. It's about you. And so I'll kind of go first. My name's Nick Murphy, Nicholas William Murphy. I'm Mike's brother. We are actually brothers. People ask us that a lot, if we're actually brothers. Yeah, we are. We're actually brothers. We're 3 years apart. I'm 31, he's 34. What we do for a living is this. This is actually our job. Our full-time job is the Brothers Murph. It's doing YouTube. It's doing stuff for various different publishers and various different companies. We've made this our career, and that's really freaking cool. And a lot of that is actually thanks to you, because if you didn't watch us, then no one would pay us to do stuff. So thank you for being here, and thank you for our careers, because that's exactly the reason we're here, is because of you. So this is what we do. This is what we do full time. That's weird. Before this, for a job, what I did is I worked at a drug rehab facility for 6 years. I'm still very, very passionate about social work, particularly with addiction, because addiction runs in our family very, very heavily. Both of our parents are in recovery. Mike's in recovery. Neither Mike or I drink. It's a big kind of part of our lives and who we are. And so I did that work for about 6 years. It was really great. And I left that job to do this. Mike has worked at like kids museum. He mostly worked as kids, kind of in a teacher situation. In terms of hobbies that I have, things I do outside of work, I would actually say that gaming is still probably my biggest hobby, despite the fact that it's my job. Although this last year was a lot more difficult. I kind of never stopped liking gaming, never stopped loving what I do for a job. But this last year was hard for all of us, because we've all been inside. I don't really like digital games as much as I used to, or as much as I thought I did. And so this year gaming has been a little tough, but nonetheless, it's still, I would say, my main hobby, my favorite hobby. Other than that, I like to draw. I like to draw a lot. I also like to paint minis. My main hobby outside of those two things that aren't any kind of artistic endeavor is I like to read. I read a lot. I try to read between 30 and 50 books a year. I try to, I don't always get there. I read as kind of an escapism, so I like to read basically exclusively fantasy and sci-fi, which much more fantasy than sci-fi, but I like fantasy. I also like to listen to audiobooks, because it takes me an hour to get here to work, because this work is in Mike's apartment. This is a bedroom in Mike's apartment, but I live an hour away from Mike here in LA. And so I listen to a lot of audiobooks. When I listen to audiobooks, I listen to mostly science books and lecture series on science, mostly astronomy. Although I listened to one about geology recently, and it was great. Rocks are wild, y'all. It was great. It was amazing. I like that kind of stuff. Mike is an actor. If you ever watched the UFC, you've probably seen Mike in a Toyo Tires commercial. Mike's a really, really great actor. He acts in a theater local here in Ventura. And he also reads. He does a whole bunch of nerdy stuff. We're very similar ultimately. And then a couple random things about me is I listen to a lot of gospel music, even though I'm not religious at all. And I listen to a lot of barbershop quartets. I think I like quartet groups. I like group singing groups. I don't know why. That's what I really, really like. If I had like money and a house and time and stuff like that, two things I'd probably do is I would love to do woodworking. I really, really like woodworking. Can't ever do it because I live in an apartment in LA, and I would really love to learn how to do Cyr wheel. Cyr, C-Y-R. Look it up on YouTube. It's nuts. It's just, if I had just time to find some random athletic hobby, it would be that. Anyway, that's a bunch of random stuff about me. Let me know down in the comments below some stuff about you, who you are, where you live if you're comfortable. You don't need to be specific at all. You can just be like, I live in the US or I live in Germany or whatever. What you do for a living, the kind of games you like, how you got into gaming, really whatever you're comfortable with. If it's just, what's up, I'm Jane. Hey Jane, what's up? That's fine. Just let us know down in the comments who you are if you want to, and go and read everyone and say hi to everyone, and let's just make this thing more and more of a community, because that's what this whole thing's all about. So that's gonna be it for this Metagame Minute. Thank you so much for being here, and thank you in advance for all the wonderful comments down below where we get to know each other, because that's awesome. So thanks a lot. We'll see you later. Thank you so much for watching that kind of weird Metagame Minute where I just sat here and talked about myself for a bit. That's weird, but it's our YouTube channel. We can do whatever the hell we want. I don't know. If you want to check out 2 other videos, check out this one. That's going to be a marathon video that we did. We played all of our games in 1 week. We're going to keep pushing it because we think it was really cool. Down there is something that YouTube thinks you're going to like. They're robots. I don't trust them, but maybe they're right this time. Check it out. Also, subscribe.